My nightmare stepdaughter stole my son's hard-earned money and used it to buy makeup, so I used her birthday money to pamper my son. My husband and I have what I thought was a solid marriage, except for one massive issue. My stepdaughter, Amy. She's the textbook definition of an entitled teenager who's been raised to believe the world revolves around her. I've never tried to replace her mother. I make her school lunches every morning, drive her to yoga practice 3 times a week, help her with everything. But she treats me like I'm invisible. The only time she acknowledges my existence is when she needs money for something. I'm basically a free Uber driver and a walking ATM to her. Not once has she done anything for me. Not even getting me a glass of water when I had the flu last month. I've talked to my husband about this countless times. His response is always the same. You're not her mother. Don't expect anything. But then he'll tell me I need to drive Amy to the mall or give her money whenever she asks. The hypocrisy drives me insane. What makes it worse is how she treats my son Liam. He's 17, 2 years older than her, and honestly the best stepbrother anyone could ask for. When she struggles with algebra, he sits with her for hours. When she asks him to make her dinner at midnight, he does it without complaining. But to Amy, he's just her personal tutor and chef, nothing more. I remember when Liam asked if she could teach him some yoga since he'd been watching her classes. She looked at him with disgust and said, "Boys suck at yoga. Go back to the kitchen where you belong." I snapped at Amy for that. My husband immediately defended her. It felt like our house was splitting into 2 teams. Amy and my husband on one side, me and Liam on the other. The breaking point came during Liam's birthday. Amy didn't get him a single gift. She didn't even come downstairs for cake. This was 3 weeks after we'd given her $400 in cash for her 15th birthday. That night, I realized I'd been enabling this behavior. I'd let this girl walk all over my son. It had to stop. The very next day, Amy came downstairs and asked me for a few $100s. She wanted to buy makeup and clothes, but didn't want to spend her own birthday money. She wanted to save that. I looked at her and said no. She stared at me like I'd just spoken another language. "What do you mean no?" she asked. I told her I was done being disrespected. She had her birthday money. She could spend that on makeup and clothes. Her face turned red and she stormed upstairs. 10 minutes later, she came back with my husband. They started tag teaming me, demanding I give her the money. After a few minutes, Liam came down to see what the shouting was about. It turned into a full-blown screaming match. Me and Liam on one side, Amy and my husband on the other. After an entire hour, I finally lost it. I raised my voice so loud that even Liam looked scared. They finally backed off. I thought that was the end of it. 2 weeks later, I walked past Amy's room and noticed new makeup on her desk, expensive stuff, and shopping bags with new clothes. I asked her where she got it from. She said she used her birthday money, but I could see the envelope on her desk, still stuffed with cash. I told her I knew she was lying. This time she said Liam bought it for her. Liam was at work when she said this, so I waited for him to get home. The second he walked in, I asked him. He looked completely confused and said no. We went to his room and he checked his wallet. $500 in cash was missing. We immediately confronted Amy. After we pressed her, she finally admitted she took it. Her excuse: Liam has a job anyway. He can make it back in 2 weeks. It's not a big deal. Liam snapped. I've never seen him lose his temper, but he called her an entitled, spoiled, ungrateful pig and stormed to his room. I found him crying into his pillow. My husband came home and we had another massive argument. Liam cried himself to sleep that night. The next morning, I told Liam not to go to school. I had a plan. Amy left for school. My husband left for work. And I went into Amy's room and grabbed that $400 birthday envelope. I showed it to Liam. A slow smile spread across his face. We spent the entire day together. Got massages at the spa, ate at the fanciest restaurant in town, went shopping, and I bought him that gaming headset he'd been saving for. Ended with ice cream sundaes. We're pulling into the driveway right now, and my husband has called me 17 times asking where Amy's birthday money is. This is going to be interesting.